Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We go tonight. 120.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Jalen Carter.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Goff now to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Goff. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. 44 yards. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
At their own 27-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Barkley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 20. And an Eagle first down.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
2nd and 10.
Great. 63.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll run for it with Barkley. Muscles him off. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
No touch. No touch. No touch.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Good.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards.
It's early, but a announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the Lions' 4-yard line.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
No touch. No touch.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Lions have recovered.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. From the end zone, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
Now Goff looking to change the play. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
First down. 1st and 10.
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hardball. We go tonight. 180. Turbo's up.
Gibbs straight ahead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. The gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
17.
Back to throw. Goff. That is caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 37.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Ric Flair.
Now it's gone. And it's caught. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there, putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Here's Goff. Now he'll take this and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
180. Go, 12, let's go. Louis. Now, good 12. What's that?
To the air again. Goff. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
5. Turbo's up.
Goff looking to throw. He's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Eagles nothing.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Second down, here's Barkley again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 40.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
Hurts pass.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 3rd and 6. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 49 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Like 20.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Detroit. 50. Three yards
at the 27-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Down right around the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Goff now looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So he needed a little assist from his friend, the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
And an Eagles.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
14 on the play. It's 2nd down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Hey, 73, 73.
Slot man moves right. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Good, shot. Hey, easy, 63, back.
Hurts. This is caught. It's burned. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30.
And an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
73.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
30-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run with Barkley. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's
63, 63.
Eagles
60,
first down.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. And the screen never got started.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Goff now to throw. He's got it to Williams.
On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Eagles 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fighting his way through contact.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
17 yards on the play. That's another Eagles first down.
1st
and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This is Smith with a grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Barkley, inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 11.
Go Silver, ready? Don't touch that. Don't touch.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams,
77 yards. And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Eagles 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you go field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you know, the field goal, they're doing it. Makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about it.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 24
Call that a
yards.
very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
Ball on the sneak, it's Hurts.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 4.
Hurts going to move him around.
3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down.
Bigsby is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Boy, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, fill it down. Philadelphia football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Hurts. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Now 1st and goal. Now they'll change things up.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? What do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The 4th down pass. Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got to play the catch.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
180.
Goff now to throw.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
First down.
20.
1st and 10 at the 44.
Throwing now. Goff.
It's Williams.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown.
Jameson Williams,
43 yards.
and the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Eagles 20.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.